about the past.
Reminding you? How?
He would, he said he was never going to let me forget it.
I think you can be a little more specific than that. In fact, isn't it true that Marco Dane was blackmailing you?
No.
I must remind you that you are under oath, Mrs. Wolek. Now, can you swear before this court that after you got married to Dr. Wolek, Marco Dane never once threatened you, never once threatened to go to your husband and tell him about your past?
All right, yes, he threatened to go to my husband.
And how did you respond to those threats?
I begged him not to go to left.
No. Did you pay him? Did you pay him?
No, I did not pay him. I didn't have the financial means to pay him.
And how did he respond to the fact that you refused to be blackmailed by him?
He was very angry, but he never did go to my husband.
Oh, in other words, he took pity on you, and out of the goodness of his heart, he left you off the hook.
I don't know what was going on in his mind. I just know that he didn't go to my husband.
Well, I beg to differ with you, Mrs. Wolek, but the state finds it difficult to believe that a man like Marco Dane, a man who came to land you with the express purpose of getting even with someone, would suddenly find it in his heart to let that someone off the hook. As a matter of fact, I believe a man like Marco Dane would find a way to put that person on the hook, so to speak. Now, Mrs. Wolek, did you ever have occasion to meet with Marco Dane at places other than the health club?
I told you before I saw him. Several times he came into Tony's place.
Uh-huh. Any other places?
Well, yes, I may have seen him walking downtown on the street.
What about the Wellington Hotel?
What? Oh, God, I can't watch this.
Easy.
Boy, I would never want to have D.A. Callison grilling me on the witness stand. That guy's Johnny Cochran, F. Lee Bailey, and a pit bull all rolled into one.
Tell, did you ever have occasion to meet Marco Dane there?
I don't really know.
You don't really know. When it suits you, Mrs. Wolek, there's a great deal that you don't really know.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection sustained. Will you get on with it, Counselor?
Very well, Your Honor, I will get on with it because I, too, believe that it's time the truth came out as to why this witness took the stand in the first place. Now then, Mrs. Wolek, you mentioned earlier that when you were looking for Katrina Carr, you first tried to reach her at her hotel. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
What was the name of that hotel?
The Wellington.
We didn't hear you. What was that name? Would you speak up, please?
The Wellington Hotel.
Thank you. Now, I have here a police emergency report dated February 17, 1978. This report states that on said night, you were the victim of an assault in the alleyway behind the Riverette Bar. Do you recall that incident?
Yes, I do.
The report goes on to say that you stated it was an attempted rape. Yet when the police wished to question you further in order to pursue this matter, you told them that you simply wanted to drop the whole thing. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Why, Mrs. Wolek? Didn't you want to see justice done?
Yes, I wanted to see justice done. It was a very traumatic experience for me. I wanted to forget all about it.
Well, I'm sure it was a very traumatic experience. But was it really an attempted rape?
You've got the police report right there.
Yes. Yes, indeed I do. Mrs. Wolek, does the name Aldo Pearson mean anything to you?
You obviously know that it does.
And what about the following names? Roy Gladstone, Joel Diamond, Slim Jenkins, Bob Williams.
You needn't go on, Mr. Callison.
You have been acquainted with all of these men, haven't you?
You obviously know that I have. I don't see why you have any reason to ask.
I have a reason to ask because I believe the court and the jury has the right to know why you felt compelled to take the stand in defense of Victoria Riley and what your real relationship was with Marco Dane. Now, I could go on and on and on and on asking you questions, Mrs. Wolek, but it would make it a lot easier for everybody concerned if you would stop lying to this court.
I am not lying. I came here to see justice done. Viki Riley didn't kill anybody. Why can't you understand that?
The innocence or guilt of Mrs. Riley will be determined by this jury, but not until you have been given all the facts. Now, isn't it a fact that there was a great deal more to your relationship with Marco Dane than you have admitted?
Yes, 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 yes!
All right, Mrs. Wolek. Will you now tell the court what that relationship was and what it had to do with Mrs. Riley, or shall I do it?
There is no need for you to do that, Mr. Callison. I will tell them. It is true. You are right. Marco Dane was blackmailing me.
But not because of what he knew about your past.
No, not because of what he knew about my past. He learned that I was.
You were what, Mrs. Wolek?
I was soliciting men. You see, when I came to Landview, I was very lonely and very frightened. And I didn't know what I was doing, and I had made up my mind to stop. But Marco had found out what I was doing. And he threatened to go to my husband and tell him about my past with him in Denver. And he wouldn't let me stop. I begged him. I asked him to please let me stop it.
You had become a valuable source of income to him, hadn't you?
How much more do you want, Mr. Callison? Haven't I said what everyone wants to hear? What you want everyone to hear? That I am a common hooker like Katrina Carr? That Marco Dane was my pimp? Is that what you want me to say? What do you want from me? You want blood? You want me to say that I'm lower than the lowest piece of scum? You want more filth? You want more slime? You want more names? I'll give you another name. Calvin Huddleston! He was my first John. He was the first in a string of so many men I don't even remember their names. No! No! Are you satisfied?
It's no wonder Judith Light won back-to-back Emmys as Outstanding Lead Actress in 80 and 81. She's incredible. As for the trial, let me tell you how it all turned out. Thanks to Karen's testimony, Viki was set free. And Talbot Huddleston was sent to the slammer for murdering Marco Dane, or should I say his brother Mario. And if you didn't remember, Larry walked out on his wife after her confession. But darned if they didn't get back together for 3 more stormy years of marriage. Tomorrow,